Let's build the Instagram logo. Let's switch our shape to the square. And now holding the touch shortcut, I'm gonna press and drag. So we have a square that's perfect on both sides. So remember, one finger presses, the other finger drags. Let's zoom in. So we're only looking at this shape. Oops. 2 fingers to move around your screen. Don't worry about the color for now. We'll just keep it whatever colors. We'll do the color last. The Instagram logo is more rounded. So see this blue button right here? If you pull on it, it's gonna round the edges. It reminds me of the radius button inside Tinkercad. So pull on this blue button and get your corners a little rounded. Then we're gonna need another square of similar size. So I'm just gonna duplicate this one, see? And then I wanna make it smaller. So I'm gonna press on the button and then just pull from the corner to make it smaller. I wanna change the color so I could see it once it's on top of here. Now, don't worry about making the correct colors for now. Just pick any color that's different from this one. And I don't want the inside to be filled. So there's a really cool button here. It's in between the color and the outline donut, the stroke, and it has 2 arrows. If you press that, this one will switch. So make sure you have this selected. You see the blue box around it, and then press the arrows. And now what you have is just a line. So tap it and make it thicker. Now, you can't move this by putting your finger in the middle anymore because there's nothing in there, right? It has that slash line. There's no fill. So you have to use this little crosshair here. Put your finger on the crosshair and immediately drag it over. The color's not right, but it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a circle in there. You could just grab a circle. I'm just gonna practice my radius button. So I'm gonna duplicate this. See, I have another one. I'll put my finger on this constrain tool, the touch shortcut, and I'm gonna make this smaller. And then I wanna make it into a circle. So I'm gonna press on the blue button and drag it until it's a circle. Now remember, I can't drag from the middle because there's no fill. So I need to use the crosshair to move it over. Looks a little bit big. Could still shrink it down. And then finally, I need another circle, but this one has to be filled. Maybe I'll just grab a circle this time. And I'm gonna switch it so that there is a fill. Press and hold and drag a little circle. That's looking pretty good. Now let's get all of these stroke lines to be white by tapping the donut. You could move this over, or there's a white swatch down here. I'll repeat with all my lines and the dot. But this one has a fill. Now it's time to do the gradient. Tap on the background shape, go to color, and then at the top you'll see gradient. Tap on it. It's giving you 3 options. We want to choose the first one, which is side to side. Don't worry about the colors yet. Let's take 2 fingers and move this over. This gradient is side to side. I can tap this bubble and drag it down to the bottom, and then drag this circle, the green, to the top, or whatever your color is. Now let's get the correct colors in. I'm gonna tap on it, and then I can move the slider around. And this one was like a yellow. If you want to get one more color in between, like maybe right here, just tap on the line. Boop. And look, it adds another dot. And I could change the color of that to more of an orangey color. There's some other tools in here, like there's this little line right here, and it lets you like move the gradient around of how much of each color you want. So play with those options until you have it just right. The last step is to group it all together. So you put your finger on the screen and drag down, and then hit this group button. Now it'll all move together.